Stones Bitter Championship game between Warrington and Oldham. The sides for today's game: the Warrington side at 1, the return of Brian Johnson; 2, Kevin Meadows; at 3, Mark Foster; 4, Ronnie Dwayne; 5, Rick Thackeray; 6, Paul Bishop; at 7, Andy Gregory; 8, Phil Catewell; at 9, Carl Webb; 10, Bob Jackson; at 11 is Bob Eccles; 12, Alan Rathbone; and 13, Gary Sanderson. Substitutes for Warrington: 14, Ken Kelly; 15, Tony Humphreys. The Oldham team: at 1, Keith Atkinson; 2, Paul Sherman; 3, Des Foy; at 4, Hussein Mabaki; 5, Mick Taylor; at 6, Ray Ashton; 7, Paddy Kerwin; 8, Bruce Clark; 9, Terry Flanagan; 10, David Hobbs; 11, Neil Clawson; 12 is Colin Hartyard; and 13, Mick Worrell. Substitutes for Oldham are Jeff Edwards, Tom Nadioli. Referee for today's game: Mr MacDonald of Wigan. His touch judges are Mr Wright and Mr Fairhurst. And Bob Eccles, the Warrington captain this afternoon, has tossed the coin with Terry Flanagan. And the teams will stay as they are, which means Warrington will be playing from left to right in the white shirts with the primrose and blue band. Oldham in the red and white striped jerseys. And they will kick off with Ray Ashton. So the Stones Bitter Championship game gets underway. Ashton, good kick, and a good kick there from Ray Ashton. Kevin Meadows couldn't stop it. And so the first seconds of the game, we have a scrum down in the Warrington 25. Paddy Kerwin scrum half. And the first free kick of the game going to Oldham. And so they no doubt will mount the first attack of the game. Flanagan has the ball and will take the penalty, taps it, hands it on to David Hobbs. Hobbs charges forward. It's Oldham at the start of the game who will be attacking. This time it's Colin Hartyard going across field. Well tackled though, Phil Catewell, along with Bob Eccles. This time it's Clawson. Clawson takes 3 Warrington players to stop him. Paddy Kerwin's acting half-back this time for Oldham. Hobbs this time onto Hartyard. No way through at the moment. Warrington defending well in these opening minutes. Kerwin to Ashton, lines the drop goal up, back in possession. Gary Sanderson goes himself on the play of the ball, looks for the gap. Brought down, just shot his own 25. Carl Webb, back in first team duty. Plays it on to Bob Eccles. Eccles. He's well tackled though. Carl Webb is acting half-back for Warrington. Sends it on to Andy Gregory. Gregory dummies, cuts back inside, looks for the gap. Free kick to Warrington. Referee calls over Mick Worrell. Has a little word with him, and the free kick goes to Warrington. Paul Bishop then puts the ball safely into touch over on that far side. Quite a strong wind here this afternoon in favour of Warrington at the moment. This time, first touch for Rathbone. Rathbone knocks off one man. Finally stopped by David Hobbs and Colin Hartyard. Plays the ball to Webb. Bob Jackson. Jackson, another good run. This time it's on to Catewell. Catewell is brought down though by Hobbs. Carl Webb goes on to Gregory. Gregory onto Eccles. Eccles looking to get his pass away as Brian Johnson was storming through over on that far side. This time it's Andy Gregory, goes himself. Across field, plays it on to Rick Thackeray. Thackeray moves across field. Gets the ball away to Catewell. Catewell though, he's still going. Good run from Phil Catewell. 6 tackle then for Warrington. Inside the Oldham 25. It goes to Paul Bishop. Bishop. High kick. Atkinson's there. And Atkinson takes it well. And that is a drop out. Atkinson taking the ball outside of his try area. Ashton drops out and it goes straight out. Free kick to Warrington. So Paul Bishop will take this penalty attempt right in front of the Oldham posts. Bishop. It's there. Warrington open the score in a penalty goal from Paul Bishop. Warrington 2, Oldham 0. So Ray Ashton to restart once more. High lofted kick this time, and once again it's a high kick. Bob Eccles and Bob Jackson, there must have been any call, both leaving it to each other, and the end result another scrum down, the ball bouncing into touch. So the scrum down just outside the Warrington 25. Gregory puts the ball in, and it's Oldham ball. Kerwin, he's brought down by Sanderson. Mick Worrell on to Ray Ashton. Ashton to Taylor. Taylor brought down on the Warrington 25. Flanagan this time on to Ashton. Kerwin, and the ball goes loose. Carl Webb juggles it and collects it well. Warrington then back in possession. Kevin Meadows, acting halfback, goes inside from the play the ball. Meadows is held by Bruce Clark and David Hobbs. This time it's Rathbone, goes himself. Gets the ball away to Carl Webb. Carl Webb, long pass out to Bishop. Bishop now. Poor pass really, Eccles didn't take it. Here's Mark Foster. This time Johnson has it onto Bob Jackson. Jackson once more, head down, brought down in midfield. The Oldham players there to bring him down. This time it goes on to Bob Eccles. Eccles kicks downfield. It looks a good kick. Taylor's after it, but he won't stop that kick from Bob Eccles. Fantastic kick, aided by the wind. And that means play will have a scrum down deep inside the Oldham 25. Lovely kick there from Bob Eccles. Paddy Kerwin then will feed this scrum. Both front rows meet once more. Kerwin puts the ball in. Oldham in possession. Atkinson has it, the Oldham fullback. Paddy Kerwin's acting halfback, goes himself on the play of the ball, trying to clear his lines. Sanderson was there along with Bob Jackson to bring him down. Flanagan onto David Hobbs. Hobbs once again, Warrington cover up quickly. Flanagan. First touch for Bruce Clark from Western Suburbs in Australia. Ashton, Hartyard, well tackled though, 6 tackle, and Oldham still deep inside their own 25. Hobbs lines the kick up, and it's a good one, nice little grub up, beats Rick Thackeray. So scrum down inside the Oldham half of the field. Gregory puts the ball in. Warrington in possession. Gregory onto Bishop. Bishop to Dwayne, one round move. Bishop was caught. A lot of high tackle there from Des Foy. This time it's Bob Eccles. Eccles, and a free kick there to Warrington. Paul Bishop and Ray Ashton facing up to each other. And the free kick going to Warrington. Ray Ashton putting an elbow in the face of Paul Bishop. And Paul Bishop will go for goal. Quite a strong wind in his favour in this first half. So no doubt Warrington will want to take every advantage of this strong wind. Paul Bishop strikes it well, and it goes wide of the posts. Score remains Warrington 2, Oldham 0. Drop out then for Oldham. From their own 25, Ashton will take it. Sanderson stops it with his foot, picks it up safely, moving forward. Runs straight into Bruce Clark. And Sanderson drops the ball. And that's a knock on and a scrum down. 5 yards inside of the Warrington half. Kerwin puts the ball in. Scrum collapses, Kerwin goes in. And Guy Sanderson's offside, says referee Mr. McDonald, and Oldham have the free kick. So David Hobbs. And that ball goes safely into touch on this near side as we look. The Oldham left. Flanagan will take the tap. First receiver's David Hobbs. And Hobbs is brought down on the Warrington 25. Flanagan this time, onto Kerwin, Ashton brings in Mick Taylor, good tackle coming in there from Rathbone. Flanagan once more, this time it's Clausen, signed from Featherstone. He's tackled. Kerwin, Flanagan brings in Clark charges forward, he's brought down well though. Carl Webb and Alan Rathbone. Goes to Ray Ashton this time. Ashton onto Flanagan. Caught by Brian Johnson. 6 tackle then for Oldham. Halfway inside the Warrington 25. Ashton plays it back to Kerwin. The little chip through. Hits Bob Eccles on the knee. Oldham back in possession with 6 more tackles. Mick Taylor goes acting half-back this time. Goes himself. Kerwin, Hobbs goes himself. Good tackling coming in there from Jackson, Webb. And Mark Foster. Paddy Kerwin's acting halfbacks, goes himself, has it on to Clark. Once again, some good Warrington tackling coming in. Catewell and Sanderson that time. Kerwin, Flanagan, Ashton, Mabaki. Mabaki gets away from one tackle, still going. Finally stopped by Ronnie Dwayne and Alan Rathbone. Kerwin sends it to Ashton, kick, hanging awkwardly, Matt Foster drops it. So Warrington have to drop out from underneath their own posts. Bishop drops out, Mabaki coming forward. Good tackle from Foster. Flanagan onto Kerwin. Kerwin's a Hobbs. Hobbs gets away from one tackle. Hobbs charging forward. Gets the ball back to Clausen. Good move. This time it's Clark on the burst. Gets away to Flanagan. Flanagan is over on his right. Good tackle from Rathbone. Flanagan takes it himself. Good tackle from Carl Webb this time. Kerwin's acting half-back. Bit of pressure coming out from Oldham. Ashton dummies. Still going, Ashton. Good little run there. 6 tackle for Oldham. Kerwin. Mick Waddle, little chip through. Dwayne's there for Warrington. Took it well and caught. Touching goal. Warrington complaining there that the new rule should have come into operation, but Mr. McDonald indicating that the Warrington player touched it, so Warrington have to drop out. Another good kick from Bishop, bounces awkwardly for Atkinson, has to go back and retrieve it. Finally picks it up and moves forward, moves into the Warrington half of the field, faced by Mark Foster, gets away from him. Kevin Meadows has to bring him down. Kerwin goes himself. Still Paddy Kerwin. Flanagan going across field onto Clark. Clark brought down just inside the Warrington 25. And Rathbone and Clark having a little argument. Rathbone looks to the linesman. Gets nothing from the linesman on this near side. Kerwin's acting half-back for Oldham. On to Flanagan. Flanagan, space opening now for Mick Waddle. Mick Waddle gets his pass away. Must be a try. It's going to be a try. David Hobbs scores. The gap opened up for Mick Waddle. Got his pass away. Sent David Hobbs in for the first try of the game. And Oldham, good bit of pressure results in a try. The scorer, David Hobbs. So Hobbs then to try and convert his own try. Does it successfully. Warrington 2, Oldham 6. Eccles restarts. It's a good kick. And then a lovely kick there from Bob Eccles over the head of Atkinson. Evaded Ashton. Coming up then to halfway through this first half. And it's Oldham who have just taken the lead. And lead by 6 points to 2. Ashton to drop out then. Sanderson comes for it, leaves it for Foster, and Foster drops it. Matt Foster knocks the ball on. Scrum down then, midway inside the Oldham half. Kerwin puts the ball in, goes straight through, and Sanderson gratefully dives on it for Warrington. Kevin Meadows onto Rathbone. Rathbone straightens up, moves into the Oldham 25, still going, finally stopped by Hartyard. And Catewell there, well stopped. Carl Webb to Andy Gregory. Bishop run around with Gregory. Gregory, he's caught and being pushed back. Carl Webb onto Paul Bishop. Bishop switches it right onto Jackson. Jackson straightens up, head down. Still Bob Jackson going, but then drops the ball, and it's David Hobbs now for Oldham who comes away with it. Hands off one man, still going. Has to be stopped by Bob Jackson. Sherman goes himself. Meets Carl Webb and Bob Eccles. Kerwin. Nice pass, and Clausen well hammered by Carl Webb and Bob Jackson. Kerwin. Clark gets away from one tackle. Kerwin. Flanagan. Mabaki. Mabaki's well tackled. Foster and Bishop. Kerwin. Flanagan. Little kick through from Flanagan. Safely into touch. For the scrum down. So another scrum down. Gregory prepares to put the ball in. Scrum turns round. Gregory goes in for it onto Bishop. Bishop onto Brian Johnson. Johnson now cross field. He's caught though. Mabaki. Paul Bishop to Andy Gregory. Gregory. And well taken that by Mark Foster. Gregory goes himself. Gets away from one man. Over on that far side. Rick Thackeray, Bishop, Eccles, Bishop, Catewell. Catewell's found the gap. Catewell's away now. Looking for support. Beats the fullback. Has got to Johnson. Johnson now going. Good tackle from Taylor. Lovely move from Warrington. Beautiful break from Phil Catewell. Free kick to Warrington. Brian Johnson not being able to play the ball quickly. But a lovely break there from Phil Catewell. Brian Johnson was up in support, and he was just tackled by Mick Taylor as he was going for the line. But Warrington have the penalty. Paul Bishop then comes up, strikes it nicely, and it's safely through. So Warrington put it back to Warrington of 4 points, Oldham 6. So Ray Ashton restarts, another high lofted kick, and ball back, says the linesman on this near side. Close decision, but Warrington have the penalty from the centre spot. Eccles hands the ball to Bishop, and Bishop says he will go for goal to try and tie the scores. He's got the wind in his favour. Paul Bishop has struck it well, but just goes wide, inches wide. Good effort though from Paul Bishop, which means Oldham have to drop out from their own 25. Ray Ashton will do it. A long one. Meadows is there. Bounces up nicely for him. Meadows moving forward. Goes across field, head down, makes it to the halfway line before he's brought down. Referee's whistle goes. Another penalty to Warrington. A punch coming in the tackle from Neil Clawson. Bishop then. With the kick for touch, it's a good one. Warrington then with the second part of the penalty. Gregory will take it. To Carl Webb, to Bishop. Bishop back to Gregory. Gregory though caught. Looked a high tackle from Hartyard. Referee said it was the shoulder. Carl Webb goes himself from the play the ball, moving forward. Alan Rathbone this time. He goes himself, has to turn back, finds Gregory. Gregory, he's quickly pounced upon by Worrell and Flanagan. Bob Eccles this time, sends it left to Bishop. Bishop onto Bob Jackson. Jackson's found the gap, Jackson's away. He's got Ronnie Dwayne to his left, and Ronnie Dwayne will go over for the try. Lovely try for Warrington, the scorer, Ronnie Dwayne. A lovely move there from Warrington. Jackson found the gap from the Bishop pass. And Jackson's pass was inch perfect there for Ronnie Dwayne, and Dwayne went in for Warrington's first try of the afternoon. "22 minutes gone. Warrington take the lead 8-6. The try from Ronnie Dwayne. Paul Bishop, he struck it well, but once again it goes wide of the posts. It's Warrington 8 points, Oldham 6. Warrington taking the lead with that Ronnie Dwayne try. Ashton then to restart. This one is kicked deep. And a nice kick there from Ray Ashton. Warrington then to drop out from underneath their own posts. Bishop then drops out. Mabaki comes for it. Takes it safely, moving forward. Still going. Finally Mark Foster brings him down. Kerwin. Flanagan. Kerwin once more, sends it right this time. Clausen. Clausen's well tackled. This time it's Clark charging forward, knocks off one man. Hobbs run around with Kerwin. Kerwin, long pass to Mabaki. Well, that was obstruction. Gives Warrington the penalty. Bishop then with the kick for touch. Safely in. Carl Webb takes the tap, hands it on to Rathbone. Rathbone still going. Carl Webb onto Bob Jackson. Jackson once again head down, charges forward. Carl Webb once again is acting halfback, sends it left to Bishop. Bishop to Gregory. Gregory a long pass out to Eccles. Eccles cuts back inside, beats one man. Eccles still going. Good little move there from Warrington. Eccles making good ground for Warrington. Gary Sanderson onto Bishop. Bishop kicks downfield. And the touch just says ball back. Well, from this angle it looks as if it was a perfect kick. But the linesman said ball back and we have a scrum down just inside the Warrington half of the field. The front rows part and then pat down once more. Kerwin puts the ball in. Oldham in possession. Ashton run around move. Foy brings in Atkinson. Kerwin to Flanagan. Back to Kerwin. Kerwin cuts inside Carl Webb. Kerwin still going. Bishop's there for Warrington. A bit of play there from Paul Bishop intercepting that pass. Warrington back in possession. Bob Jackson hands it on to Rathbone. Kevin Meadows charging forward. Meadows makes it to the Warrington 25 before he's brought down. Andy Gregory. Gregory. Got no way through there. Carl Webb onto Catewell. Catewell charges forward, beats one man. The ball goes loose. Penalty to Warrington. Oldham pinching the ball in the tackle. Paul Bishop then with the kick. It's a safe one. Takes play deep inside the Oldham half, does it? No. The win there helped Oldham, but Atkinson couldn't take the ball. And Warrington should be back in possession. With this dropout. Ashton drops out. Sanderson. And Sanderson can't take it. Another scrum down. Just outside the Oldham 25. Kerwin puts the ball in. Oldham then back in possession. Ashton brings in Mick Taylor. Well tackled by Paul Bishop. Kerwin. And that's offside. Gary Sanderson the offender. Kerwin takes a quick tap. Clausen. Paddy Kerwin. Flanagan. Hobbs. Hobbs straightens up. Well caught by Bob Eccles. Kerwin this time. Clark. Warrington defence there, but he gets the ball away to Kerwin. Kerwin's found a gap. Kerwin going through. Cuts it back inside to Mick Worrell. Mick Worrell still going. Still going, Mick Worrell. Still going. Finally has been brought down by Bob Jackson and Andy Gregory. Paddy Kerwin. Clark. Knocks off Gregory. And he's there for a try. Bruce Clark, the Australian prop, scores for Oldham. Sets Oldham back into the lead. So Hobbs with the kick, safely through. Warrington 8 points, Oldham 12. Ten minutes remain in this first half. Oldham back in the lead at 12-8. Bishop restarts. Atkinson takes it safely. Moving forward. Kerwin onto Flanagan. Flanagan, well tackled by Jackson, along with Alan Rathbone. Kerwin once more. Clark, good tackle from Sanderson, assisted by Rathbone and Catewell. And Catewell looking injured there as the kick comes in from Hobbs. Brian Johnson comes back for this one, bouncing awkwardly for him. Finally picks it up. Brian Johnson goes across field. Johnson still going, just caught though by Kerwin. Carl Webb goes himself. Looks a suspicion of offside against Kerwin. Referee says play on. Bishop, Eccles. Eccles back to Bishop. Bishop moves forward. Still Paul Bishop. He's finally stopped though by Hartyard. Webb goes himself from the play the ball, moving forward. Plays the ball back to Foster. Foster though tackled by Mabaki but still gets away. Finally has to be covered by Taylor. Meadows onto Bishop. Bishop to Gregory. Gregory cuts inside. Poor pass back. Bishop has to retrieve it for Warrington. Finally straightens up. Brought down by Flanagan. And Clawson. 6 more tackles for Warrington. Ball hitting the Oldham player. Eccles kicks downfield. Picked up by Atkinson. Atkinson. Space now for Mabaki. Good tackle from Meadows. So a scrum down just inside the Warrington half. Gregory puts the ball in. Bishop. Space now for Meadows. Just couldn't beat his man though. Andy Gregory goes himself, looks for the gap, plays it back to Rathbone. Rathbone. And Rathbone loses the ball. Oldham in possession with Ray Ashton. And an injury there looks like to Andy Gregory. Flanagan. This time it's Clawson. He's well tackled though. Flanagan. Worrell. This time it's on to Clark. Clark gets the ball back to Kerwin. Kerwin straightens up. Warrington being asked to tackle here at the moment. Hobbs with the kick, and that's a good kick from Hobbs. Sends Warrington back into their own 25. So the scrum's being pushed across by Mr. McDonald. Ball comes to Andy Gregory, goes blindside, looks for the gap, beats one man. Finally brought down by Clausen. Gary Sanderson onto Alan Rathbone. Rathbone still going, good run from Rathbone. Webb, Bob Eccles. Eccles makes a couple of yards before he's brought down. Carl Webb to Andy Gregory. Gregory moving forward. And he's brought down by Mick Waddle. Rick Thackeray this time goes across field, gets away from one man, knocks off another. Finally brought down midway inside his own half, and the 6th tackle for Warrington. Goes back to Bishop. Bishop kicks downfield. Bounces over the head of Atkinson. Finally picks it up and moves forward. And he's well tackled over by Carl Webb. Kerwin. Sherman. Paddy Kerwin once again goes acting half-back for Oldham. On to Flanagan. Flanagan moves forward, brings in Hartyard. Hartyard back to Flanagan. Flanagan moves forward. Kerwin to Clark. Clark. Ball goes loose. Taylor's back on it. Kerwin to Hobbs. Hobbs lines up the kick once more. Brian Johnson takes it safely, faced by Ashton. Goes across field, still Brian Johnson, still going across field. Finds Dwayne, lovely move there. Dwayne cuts it back inside to Thackeray. Thackeray now moving forward. Good tackle over on that far side by Foy. Good move there by Warrington. This time it's Gregory onto Bishop. Bishop can't take the pass, then hammered. The ball goes loose. Rathbone goes on it. But that was a knock-on. And looks an injury there to Alan Rathbone. Referee stops the clock. Rathbone gets back to his feet. Limps away. Kerwin puts the ball in. Oldham in possession. Kerwin goes blindside. Stopped by Sanderson and Gregory. Flanagan. Worrell. Well tackled though. This time it's on to Neil Clausen, but he's well tackled over on that far side. Flanagan this time on to Hobbs. Hobbs looking to get the ball away and does. Here's Ashton. Bob Jackson was right in there with Catewell. Kerwin acting half-back. Flanagan cuts it back inside to Hartyard. Hartyard, good tackle that time. Bob Eccles it was. Ashton, Flanagan, Taylor. Good tackle though by Meadows. Scrum down. Gregory puts the ball in. Warrington in possession. Gregory to Bishop. Links up this time with Kevin Meadows. Meadows going across field. Brought down by Atkinson. Brian Johnson goes to acting half-back position. Sends it left onto Gregory. Gregory now looking to move forward. Gets his pass away to Foster. Foster skips well to one tackle. Moves forward. Still Mark Foster, but then being pushed back by Clark. And Des Foy. Sanderson to Bishop. Bishop goes back left onto Carl Webb. Carl Webb straightens up, looking to find the gap. Gets away to Dwayne. Dwayne moving field once more. Dwayne still going. Finally brought down though. Good move there from Dwayne, recapturing his form at the moment, Ronnie Dwayne. This time it's Gregory. Gregory finding Rathbone. Rathbone looking for the gap, moves forward. And a fist certainly going in there from Clausen. The linesman just acts as if he didn't see anything. And that was a clear punch coming in there from Neil Clausen. Gregory running around with Bishop, finds Catewell. Catewell brought down by Worrell. 6th tackle for Warrington. Catewell not being allowed to get up at the moment. Bishop lines the drop goal up, poor attempt though, drop short. Atkinson has it now for Oldham. Stopped though by Bishop and Jackson being pushed back. Paddy Kerwin then for Oldham. Goes himself on the play the ball, stopped by Sanderson and Jackson. Flanagan. Ashton this time. Long pass to Mabaki. Mabaki going across field, stopped by Bob Eccles. And Bob Eccles looks as if he's been bit again there. Look to the referee. Flanagan cuts inside. Hobbs. Ball goes loose. Catewell's there. But the referee says he's offside. Now Rathbone on the floor with Hobbs having a little argument. But the penalty has been given to Oldham. Phil Catewell adjudged to be offside. Kick for touch. Goes on to the roof. To the right of us as we look. Kerwin onto Hobbs. Hobbs moves forward, knocks off one man. And there in fact goes the half-time hoot-up. The team's going in at half-time with a score at Warrington 8, Oldham 12. Warrington's pointing to try from Ronnie Dwayne. 2 goals from Bishop. Oldham a try from Bruce Clark and David Hobbs. 2 goals from David Hobbs. So the team's going at half-time. Warrington 8, Oldham 12. So the team's back on for the second half, which sees Oldham with a 4-point lead at 12 points to 8. No substitutions at half time, and it's Paul Bishop who gets the second half underway. Kicks deep. Taylor picks it up, touching goal, moves forward. Well tackled though by Sanderson and Carwebb. Flanagan goes himself from the play the ball, moves forward. Catewell's there with Carwebb to bring him down. Paddy Kerwin, short pass there, Hart yard. He's well tackled though. Kerwin, knock on. Yes, referee saw it. Hart yard playing the ball a little quick as far as Kerwin was concerned. And that's a scrum down on the Oldham 25. Gregory puts the ball in. Warrington in possession. Bishop goes back for it. Gets away from Ashton. Finally pounced upon by Neil Clausen. Foster makes it into the Oldham 25. Paul Bishop this time onto Gregory. Gregory dummies. Gets the ball back to Bishop. Bishop, long pass out. Catewell. And a knock on there by Phil Catewell. Results in another scrum down. Kerwin puts the ball in, Warrington in possession. Referee says Kerwin will have to put the ball in once more. He does, and this time Oldham have it. Ashton across to Atkinson. Atkinson moving forward. Going straight down the middle. Still Atkinson. Finally Mark Foster and Paul Bishop bringing down. Ball goes loose. And Warrington in possession it looks like. There's Paul Bishop it is who comes up with the ball. This time it's on to Sanderson. Sanderson cuts inside Kerwin, but Kerwin brings him down with Flanagan. Carwebb this time, onto Rathbone. Rathbone moving forward. Carwebb this time, onto Catewell. Catewell takes play inside the Oldham half. Carwebb once more to Bishop, to Gregory. Gregory looking for the gap, goes himself, finds Sanderson. Sanderson just caught by Clark, gets the ball back to Carl Webb. Carl Webb now over on that far side, moves forward inside to Foster. Foster going straight, good run there from Foster, still going. 6 tackle there for Warrington, goes across to Paul Bishop. Jackson took it well, kicks downfield, hanging awkwardly. Thackeray's going for it, bounces awkwardly. Thackeray's going for it, he's going to be there for Thackeray. And a little bit of fighting now with Rick Thackeray and Sherman. The referee's just walked off while there's a full-scale fight going on. Linesman's there. The Warrington crowd a little bit incensed at the Fletcher end. As linesman now goes over to talk with the referee, Mr. McDonald. And the referee's decision is a drop out. Referee stops the clock as we wait for another ball. And finally a ball does come on to the pitch. And Oldham then to drop out. Referee restarts the clock. Ashton drops out. Johnson comes for it, takes it well. Johnson now will move forward inside the Oldham half. Faced by Flanagan. Hands him off well. Brings in Dwayne. Dwayne still going, knocks off 3 men, still going, knocks off Kerwin. Dwayne still going across field, still going. Great run for Dwayne. Brings in Bob Eccles. Eccles now charges forward. Lovely run there from Dwayne. Hitting form. And this time touches his on over on that far side. Mabarkey's in there with Bob Eccles. Mabarkey seems to always get in trouble when he plays against Warrington. Remember last season here at Willspool, appeared to be biting everybody on the pitch, and had a little incident with Les Boyd. And he's talked to by referee McDonald. Warrington then have the penalty. Bishop then puts the ball into touch. Warrington then with the tap, but we wait for a ball. Carl Webb will take it. Oldham miles offside. Referee says player Eccles charges for the corner. Ball goes loose. Oldham back in possession. Referee's whistle goes. Another fight now, and this game really boiling over. And players punching each other over that far side. Mabarkey's in there again. And finally the referee's going to call over Bob Eccles. And in fact has scrum down. And the referee has another word with his linesman. Kerwin puts the ball in. Oldham looks like in possession. Penalty to Oldham. Kerwin was racing free. And Oldham have the penalty. Eccles has a word with him, asking what the decision was for. Kicking is the sign that Mr. McDonald gives. And Hobbs with the kick for touch. It's a good one. Warrington must be about 20 yards back there. Here's David Hobbs. Good crunching tackle coming in there. Bob Eccles and Phil Capewell. Kerwin goes himself on to play the ball. Gets away from one man. Good tackle from Jackson. Gets up once more. Pounced upon immediately. Flanagan this time. Taylor. Good strong tackle from Gregory. Goes across to Clark. Eccles comes in strongly, brings him down well. Warrington now tackling well. And Clark stamps all over Bob Eccles' his face. Eccles is left, lying naggly on the floor as that kick goes straight into touch. And this game at the moment is getting a little overheated, to say the least. Bob Eccles now lies on the floor after being stamped upon by Bruce Clark. Referee stops the clock once more. Eccles back to his feet. Scrum down just inside the Warrington half. Penalty to Warrington. Over comes Paul Bishop. Bishop then with the kick for touch. A good kick. Warrington then with the second part of the penalty. Carl Webb goes over to take the tap. Rathbone, first receiver, charges forward. Just caught by Flanagan who's going through. Carl Webb's acting half-back this time. Sends it on himself. Moves into the Oldham 25 before he's brought down. This time it's Gregory, run around with Bishop. Gregory brings in Sanderson. Sanderson just stopped by Ashton. Oldham looking to be lying miles offside as Bob Eccles charges forward. Meadows this time, Sezu hands it on to Sanderson, to Gregory. Gregory, Rathbone moves in field, just caught by Hobbs who's looking for the gap. Sixth tackle then for Warrington, just inside the Oldham 25. Paul Bishop to Gregory. Gregory, the little chip through. Meadows goes for it. Taylor takes it, runs into his own man, moves free, beats two men, still going. Good tackle from Webb to bring him down. Then assisted by Capewell. Flanagan, Ashton. This time it's Hartyard. Well stopped by Bob Jackson. Flanagan knocks it infield to Hobbs. Clark gets the ball back. Flanagan slipped past to Kerwin. Kerwin gets the back ball away. And Des Foy's finally brought down by Rick Thackeray. Kerwin this time. Hobbs lines the kick. And it's a good one from Hobbs. Sends Warrington back inside their own 25. And Warrington will be a man short in this scrum. Gary Sanderson injured in the Oldham half of the field, receiving treatment. And a little bit of fist going in that scrum. Gregory looking for it, gets it, hands it on to Bishop. Oldham look to be lying offside. Bishop looking for the gap. And penalty to Warrington. Paul Bishop not being allowed to get up and play the ball. And Warrington about to make a substitution. Gary Sanderson will leave the field and Tony Humphries will come on. Meanwhile, Bishop puts the ball safe into touch, hits the gantry that we're on. Carl Webb takes the tap, hands it on to Rathbone. Rathbone charges forward. And Rathbone left in agony on the floor. Clark going in with a fist and knee in the tackle. Referee stops the clock. And Warrington will have a penalty when play restarts. Meanwhile, on comes Tony Humphries. To make his first team debut. Comes on as substitute to replace Gary Sanderson. Meanwhile, Alan Rathbone still receives treatment. And looks to be in some pain at the moment, Alan Rathbone. So Paul Bishop then with the kick for touch. It's a good one. Sets Warrington up on the attack. Carl Webb, first touch for Humphries, charges forward, head down, makes good ground. Meanwhile, Oldham have brought on their substitution, Tom Nadiolai. This time it's Gregory. Eccles, back to Gregory. Gregory, pass well taken by Capewell. Gregory once more, goes across field, dummies, still going, looking for the gap, finds it, gets it onto Bishop. Bishop, the ball not loose, Bishop back on it, 6 more tackles for Warrington. just outside the Oldham 25. Andy Gregory, Rathbone, back to Gregory, Gregory onto Humphreys, Humphreys can't take it, ball's knocked on. And then thrown away and discussed by Foy. Scrum down once more. Gregory puts the ball in. Warrington in possession, Rathbone. Rathbone moving forward. He's caught though by Worrell and Kerwin. Carl Webb. Webb knocks off one man. Caught by substitute Nadioli and Mick Worrell. Andy Gregory this time to Eccles. Eccles moves into the Oldham 25, still going. This time Eccles goes himself. Penalty offside. So this should be 2 points, I'm sure, for Paul Bishop. Bishop comes up, strikes it nicely and safely through. Third goal of the afternoon for Paul Bishop brings the scores to Warrington 10 points, Oldham 12. And it's Hobbs who restarts, and that will go over the head of Andy Gregory, and Warrington have a penalty from the centre spot. And Warrington decide to tap it, and it's Rathbone who comes on first receiver. Carl Webb's acting half back, onto Capewell. Capewell makes good ground before he's brought down. Carl Webb once more onto Humphreys. Humphreys gets away from one tackle, just couldn't get his pass away to Carl Webb. Carl Webb this time takes it onto Bishop. Gregory, long pass, goes loose, hot on by Mabaki. Mabaki's away, he's got the try line at his mercy, hacks it on once more. Meadows is chasing, it's got to be a chase for the ball, and Meadows, it's going to be a try, is it? No, it's not. And the referee is giving that look miles away, that look well past the try line from this position. The referee gives a try, Mabaki scores. And Hossein Mabaki pounced on that loose ball, kicked it ahead. Meadows got a foot to it, I think. And then Mabaki just got the ball before it went dead to score. (16-10) to Oldham. So David Hobbs then will come up, and it's safely through. Warrington 10 points, Oldham 18. So Paul Bishop then restarts. Nadiolai picks it up for Oldham. Beats one man. Nadiolai still going. And still going. Finally has to be brought down by Alan Rathbone. Kerwin. Flanagan inside to Mabaki. Mabaki stopped. Kerwin. Clark. Knocks off one man. Then brought down. The ball goes loose. Kerwin has it. Scrum down though. Penalty to Warrington. Clark there having something to say to the referee. And Davis Hobbs now will leave the field. And Jeff Edwards will take the field here with Oldham leading 18-10. Meanwhile, Warrington have a penalty with Bishop. Puts the ball safely into touch. Webb onto Rathbone. Rathbone charges in, knocks one man off. Webb. Jackson. Jackson charges forward, head down once more. Humphreys. Humphreys. Good run there. Takes play to the oldham 25. Bishop. Gregory. Eccles. Eccles gets the ball back to Johnson. Johnson gets it out to Dwayne. Dwayne back to Foster. Foster crossfield, but Oldham were quickly up in the shape of Mabaki. Gregory moving across field, dummies, brings in Dwayne, and Dwayne just couldn't take the pass. Foy appeared to knock on. Referee says it went backwards. This time it's Sherman. Nadiolai. Flanagan hits the hands of Humphreys. Thackeray comes for it, takes it safely. Thackeray now moves across field, still going, straightens up. Bishop was hit off the ball. Thackeray looks injured as Meadows plays it to Eccles. Eccles charges forward over on that far side. Foster plays it on to Humphreys. Humphreys beats one man, still going. Warrington quickly into score to bring themselves back into it. Gregory, Bishop, brings in Johnson. Johnson. And Johnson's brought down by Ashton. Jackson onto Bishop. Bishop kick for touch. And a nice one there from Paul Bishop. Takes play into the Oldham 25 for the scrum down. Kerwin puts the ball in, goes straight through. Kerwin bounces on it, and now a fight develops. Sherman and Kerwin on Alan Rathbone. And what will the referee give now? Appeared to me that Sherman just jumped on, and the penalty is given to Oldham. Rathbone can't believe it. And Ken Kelly about to come on. Free kick from Oldham, put safely into touch. So Oldham then with Flanagan. Flanagan taps it. And it's Mick Worrell who's brought down. Goes left this time, Kerwin onto Nadiolai. Nadiolai charges forward. Kerwin goes himself. Flanagan. In fact, it's Clark who's charging through. Flanagan. Nadiolai looking for the gap. Gets away from two tacklers. Finally, it's Bob Jackson and Bob Eccles who bring him down. Goes back to Ashton. Ashton kicks downfield. A deep one. Brian Johnson's there, bouncing awkwardly for him. Leaves it to Meadows. Meadows picks it up safely. Goes straight. Brian Johnson onto Gregory. Gregory now moves forward. Onto Dwayne. Dwayne gets away from one man. Having been brought down by Sherman. Rick Thackeray onto Carl Webb. Gregory goes acting half-back. Rathbone goes himself. Andy Gregory once more. Paul Bishop onto Eccles. Eccles can't take the pass as he was through. But Eccles angry with himself there. But no doubt he didn't do it on purpose. As Warrington make their second substitution, Rick Thackeray will limp off, which brings on Ken Kelly. Ken Kelly goes to centre. Mark Foster comes across to take up the wing position. Kerwin puts the ball in. Oldham in possession. Ashton run around with Mabaki straightens up. Mabaki still going. He's going all the way. Drops the ball. Brian Johnson has it. It's Johnson now. Still Brian Johnson. Cuts inside Mabaki. Still Johnson. Finally brings in Bob Eccles. Eccles onto Catewell. Catewell straightens up. Going through the middle. Catewell still going. Finds the gap. Still going. Good run there from Phil Catewell. Lovely move from Warrington. This time it's Paul Bishop. Paul Bishop brings in Alan Rathbone. Rathbone charges forward. Paul Bishop this time. Gregory. Dummies, long pass. Dwayne moving forward. Gets the ball back. He'll be picked up by Bob Jackson. And he's just caught by Clausen. Gregory goes himself. Webb can't take it. Knocked off the ball by Flanagan. And Flanagan, Clark and Webb have a little go at each other. Meanwhile, Kerwin's going through, and Kerwin finds the gap. Finally happens to be brought down. The linesman's on this time. A fist looked to be going in the tackle. And linesmen on both sides of the field. And the referee goes back to where the play stopped and gives a penalty to Oldham. And Atkinson will take this kick for touch. And that goes over the main stand. Let's hold them up in possession. Nadio Light is who comes forward. Goes right this time. Kerwin, Ashton brings in Taylor. Kerwin, Flanagan, back to Kerwin. This time it's Clausen. Clausen beats off two men. He's going for the line. Johnson will have to stop him, and he does. Good tackle that from Johnson. The tackle had to be made, and he did it, and saved a certain try. So a scrum down deep inside the Warrington 25. Gregory puts the ball in. Warrington in possession with Gregory, goes blindside. Rathbone, Carl Webb. Gregory, Rathbone. Rathbone charges through, brought down on his own 25. And Gregory finally has to push his man off. Gregory onto Eccles. Eccles looking for the gap. just couldn't get his pass away. This time it's on to Andy Gregory. Gregory, a long pass, nicely taken by Ken Kelly. Ken Kelly moving through. 6th tackle. Meadows onto Gregory. Gregory with a little chip through, and he was knocked off the ball. Referee says play on. Flanagan to Ashton. Slip pass to Foy. Flanagan, Hartyard. Flanagan once more to Ashton. Ashton chips it through. Johnson comes for it now. Johnson moving forward. Goes into the Oldham half of the field. Long pass, well taken by Meadows. Comes back inside. Didn't get his pass away. Ken Kelly goes acting half-back. Sends it left to Andy Gregory. Gregory looking for a gap. Gets the ball back to Bishop. Bishop now finds Catewell. Catewell moving forward. Gets the ball back to Carl Webb. Carl Webb still going. Crossfield into the Oldham 25 before he's brought down by Taylor. Warrington now on the attack. Paul Bishop onto Rathbone. Rathbone onto Gregory. Gregory slip pass onto Eccles. Eccles now moving forward. Gets the pass away to Humphries. Humphries cuts back inside. He's going for tries there. Good try there for Warrington. The score of Tony Humphries. Brings Warrington back into it at 18 points to 14. And 10 minutes remain to see if Warrington can pull this game now back into their grasp. They now pulled it back to 18-14. Warrington's man of the match award given to the scrum half, Andrew Gregory. That is 2 on the trot after being man of the match against Castleford last Sunday. Paul Bishop. Well struck. A lovely kick from Bishop. Warrington come back. It's Warrington 16, Oldham 18. Into the last 10 minutes now we go. 2 points the difference. And Ashton will restart for Oldham. Kicks deep. And that again is miles too long from Ashton. Gives Warrington a penalty. From the centre spot. Warrington now eager to get on with things. Gregory takes the tap. Hands it on to Rathbone. Rathbone charges forward. Andy Gregory onto Bob Eccles. Eccles goes down the middle. Gregory goes himself on the play the ball. Knocks off one man. Throws the ball away to Jackson. Jackson charges forward. Just caught by Worrell as he's going through. This time it's Ken Kelly. Sends it left with Andy Gregory. Gregory. Rathbone. Humphries. Humphries goes straight once more. Bob Eccles goes himself, looks for the gap, takes play inside the Oldham 25. It's the 6th tackle. Paul Bishop out to Ken Kelly. Ken Kelly, little chip through. Meadows goes for it. He's going for it. Atkinson takes it well though. Nice little chip kick. Oldham then. Taylor. He's well tackled. Warrington now need to keep Oldham pending their own 25. Flanagan goes himself. Catewell and Rathbone are there. Paddy Kerwin. Cross to Nadiolai. Kerwin. Ashton. Kick comes in from Ashton. High. Hanging kick. Johnson comes for it. Bounces up nicely for him. Brian Johnson takes it for Warrington. Still Johnson, on to Dwayne. Dwayne's now got space. Dwayne cuts back inside. But caught by Mick Worrell and the ball goes loose and Oldham back in possession with Hartyard. Faced by Gregory. Brought down by Foster. Flanagan. Clark brought down by Humphries. Flanagan goes himself. Stopped by Eccles and Rathbone. Kerwin goes himself. Flanagan, Ashton, long pass. Nice tackle though coming in. Carl Webb, 6 tackle then for Oldham. Midway inside the Warrington half. Ashton lays it back. Atkinson kicks for touch. And that's too long and ball back. Scrum down then. As another Oldham player leaves the field. Colin Hartyard. Gregory feeds. Gregory to Bishop. Bishop to Dwayne. Dwayne now moves forward. Hands off Ashton. Dwayne still going. Hands off Mabaki. Still Dwayne. Dummies. Lovely dummy there from Dwayne. Great run from Dwayne there. And that's a penalty, yes. Dwayne not being allowed to get up and play the ball. Warrington will be here to get on with things now. And Paul Bishop will put this one into touch over on that far side. He goes safely in, sets Warrington up on the attack in the Oldham 25. Gregory taps it. First receiver's Rathbone. Rathbone charges forward. Still Alan Rathbone. Inching close now to the Oldham line. Andy Gregory. Carl Webb. Webb head down, charging forward. Gregory once more. This time it's Catewell. Catewell charging through. Just held up in the tackle and pushed back. Andy Gregory this time. This time it's Jackson, head down. Stopped inches short of the line. Gregory once more. Humphries. Humphries going for a double, just stopped short. Inches short. 6 tackle then. Gregory. A long pass, is a lovely pass. Meadows must be in the corner, he is! And the referee says no try. In touch. It was then he repeated the Phil Blake pass last season. It was Gregory's pass. But this time Meadows was adjudged to be in touch. Scrum down, inches from the Oldham line. Referee's whistle goes. Important scrum now. Not long remains. Kerwin puts the ball in. Oldham in possession with Kerwin. Taylor. Nadio lies, well tackled. Flanagan, Ashton. Edwards looks for the gap. Well tackled there. Ken Kelly. And a bit of a gap there for Clark. Gets the ball back. Jackson's in there for Warrington. Lovely interception from Jackson. Bishop, Gregory, Gregory to Ken Kelly. Ken Kelly straightens up. He's held in the tackle. Andy Gregory. Rathbone. Rathbone goes himself. Looks for the gap. He's found it. Just couldn't make the tackle. Gregory once more goes himself from the play the ball, hands it on to Humphries. Humphries cuts back inside, going straight. Inching close now to the line. Gregory goes acting halfback. Gregory a long pass. Dwayne will charge forward. Still running Dwayne. Gets away from 2 tackles, still Dwayne. And he's held up in the tackle by 3 Oldham players. 6th tackle. Bishop. Gregory, a little chip through. He's going to fly, must be a try. It's there! White to score! A late try is marked. Foster, he scores for the wire. With 2 minutes remain, Warrington scored this fight in behind the post. Oldham there, a little bit sick, and his head butting from Flanagan. There's a full-scale fight going on. The police are in there. But Warrington have scored. The police are on the pitch. Little bit of fighting there, and the hands go up there from Bob Eccles. He's delighted. It was Mark Foster who spotted it, and Mark, after the kick was charged down, it was an open try, and Mark Foster flew, and Mark Foster went over, and Warrington take the lead, and the Warrington fans at last have something to cheer about. It's been a fantastic last 10 minutes. It's been end-to-end stuff. Warrington have been pressing, Oldham have come out, and Warrington have gone back once more. Now Oldham found themselves behind for the first time in the game. It's there from Bishop. Warrington 22, Oldham 18. About a minute left. And it seems to so often happen that Warrington can seem to clinch matches against Oldham in the final 5 minutes. And have they done it again today? Ashton restarts, Gregory comes for it, takes it safely. Gregory moving forward, comes out of his own 25. And he's stopped by Clark and Ashton. Rathbone goes right himself. Gregory's acting halfback, goes himself. Takes the tackle well. And there's no rush now for Warrington. Paul Bishop hands it on to Eccles. Eccles charges forward. Gregory, Humphreys. Good strong running from Tony Humphreys. 6th tackle for Warrington. Bishop, and that goes straight out, but that is ball back a couple of inches for a scrum down. Kerwin feeds, looks as though it went second row. Kerwin looked to knock on, Gregory has him and Oldham in possession. Can Warrington now hold out? Taylor charges forward, well tackled by Catewell and Carl Webb. Flanagan, Ashton straightens up. Ashton still going. Flanagan, there's nobody on his right, has to send it back to Clausen. Anxious moments now at the moment as Kerwin, Flanagan, Clark, good tackle from Gregory and Humphreys. And they push him back well. 6th tackle for Oldham, not made much impression yet. Here's Kerwin, and Kerwin's caught, and that's 6 tackles, and that's the turnover. And Warrington now just have to play out these 6 tackles, and their first points of the season should be chalked up in the table. Carl Webb. Andy Gregory goes himself, cuts inside Nadiolai, and Ashton brings him down, and there's the final hooter. Warrington, their first win of the season, and an exciting match here at Willspool. Finally winning by 22 points to 18. A Mark Foster try, 2 minutes from the end, clinched it. Warrington, their points going from tries from Mark Foster, Ray Dwayne and Tony Humphreys. 5 goals from Bishop. Oldham's reply tries from Mabaki, Clark and Hobbs. 3 goals from Hobbs. And as the Warrington players go in happy and the Warrington fans go home happy, the final score here at Willspool.